Hi, it's Chris from Ox, and I want to show you how VibeSec drives your application context from Ox to your developer's environment, all automatically and behind the scenes so that when they create code using AI, it's built with security that's tailored for you. That's why context matters. If I click into applications, I can see all of the applications that are part of my organization. If I click on tags, I can see all of the tags for all of the given applications. If I click on this multi-currency management, I can see all of these tags at the bottom. All of these tags feed into the context that the vibe coding session will use during the modification or creation of new code. What does that look like, you ask? Let's go take a look. Now that we're in Cursor, we can tell that we're in the multi-currency management application. This is the same application that we were looking at earlier. We can see all of the source code that's part of the index.js file, as well as all the files that are listed on the left-hand side for this application. And on the right-hand side, we can see our chat window. Let's give this a try. Create a function that gets two numbers that are inputted via API and returns the sum. Now, when I press enter, the system is going to send this request in. Now, this function is going to reach out to Ox Security VibeSec, pull in all of the context that we saw for this given application, put that context around what it is doing and what it is about to build, and then run my prompt. Even a simple prompt like this has the context of the entire application at its fingertips. Now that it's completed, let's take a look at the output. We can see that the consult oxmine has happened. We can see that it said create a secure API endpoint that accepts our two numbers, so it understood our request, shows us our implementation information, including this new area called secured by Ox. These are three of many locations that were modified during the creation of our new code. If I click on the review button, all of that information is shown to me. We can see on line 52 the input validation and error handling to prevent injection and data exposure. If we take a look at the source code, we can absolutely see the context that was used from VibeSec in the creation of the source code. If I scroll down, I can see additional information. Line 67, input validation to ensure required parameters exist. As I scroll down, I can see additional. Line 77, line 85, line 93. We can see the context that was brought in and applied across the whole creation of this function that we asked to create. We can see multiple locations where Ox Security and the context and VibeSec was applied to ensure good, clean, secure code. As you can see, context does absolutely matter. If you like today's presentation and what you saw, but you have questions, please reach out. We would be happy to answer them.